Good evening, traders. Welcome to another video blog by Elliott Wave Forecast. My name is Daud, and today is 10th of August 2021, and the time right now is 4:29 p.m. Eastern Time and 8:29 p.m. GMT. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Elliott Wave structure of the shares of Coca-Cola Trading Company. And before we begin and take a look at the charts, it is important to understand the difference between the two tickers which are present in the market. So for those who want to invest and trade the shares of the Coca-Cola company, commonly referred to as Coke, it is very important to know which ticker you are actually trading. So there are two tickers. One is called KO and the other one is called Coke, COKE. So the actual production of Coca-Cola's well-known brands is done by independent bottlers and distributors, commonly referred to as bottlers. To make things confusing for anyone hoping to invest in Coke, is that the bottler's stock name is nearly the same as that of the parent company. So for clarification purposes, here are the companies with the appropriate stock tickers. So as I mentioned earlier, Coca-Cola Company KO is the parent company. The market cap is $242.292 billion as of August 10, 2021, and the Coca-Cola Consolidated, the ticker symbol COKE, is a bottling company with a market cap of $3.703 billion as of August 10, 2021. So Coca-Cola Consolidated Coke is the largest independent bottler of Coca-Cola brands within the United States, and as mentioned above, the market cap is 3.70 billion with 7.14 million outstanding shares. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll be taking a look at the long-term and the mid-term Elliott Wave structures of the Coke, the next blue box area where we expect to see the buyers appearing. And also, if you recall, we saw Cristiano Ronaldo making a remark in his press conference back in June when he asked to remove the Coke bottles placed in front of him and replace them with water. So it made a lot of headlines saying that that caused a hit of $4 billion to the parent company or the bottler. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at how true that is, whether that really caused that big of a hit, and even if it did, what we're expecting next, and what these such comments and the headlines, what they can do to the actual stock. All right, so let's get started here. And this is basically that in news that I was referring to. Okay, this is taken on 16. This is from 16th of June 2021. Cristiano Ronaldo removes Coca-Cola bottles at press conference. Company takes a $4 billion hit report. All right. So now let's take a look at the charts, and we will try to mark that day as well of the press conference and see whether that really had an impact or not. This is the monthly chart, and this is the distributor and the bottlers as we talked about earlier. Okay. So from the all-time lows, we can see that this is a nice Elliott Wave structure in unfolding. This is wave 1 of the super cycle degree, wave 2, wave 3, and we are treating this pullback which ended in March 2020 or the COVID lows as the super cycle wave 4. Now the rally from here is so far in 3 waves, so we're expecting one more high to finish the cycle from March 2020. This can be all of your wave 5 as well. Okay, but we are treating it as wave 1 of 5, or in the more bullish scenario, this could be your wave 1 of the super cycle degree, wave 2, and we could be nesting and ending wave 1 of the blue wave 3. So this is the even more bullish path, and then this is slightly less aggressive, in which we're calling for an extension within wave 5. So this can be all of wave 5, because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, wave 5 doesn't need to extend, but based on our correlation analysis and looking at the other world indices and some stocks, which we will not be going into too much detail in this video, but we do discuss such correlations in our daily live analysis sessions that we conduct for members. For anyone interested, feel free to take the 14-day trial or join us, and you can join our daily live analysis sessions and enjoy these correlations that we do on a daily basis for our members. And of course, that's the basis of our forecast as well, because we treat the market as a whole, and because of that, we're not treating this as wave 5 ending here, even though that's not impossible. And even if it does complete wave 5, the pullback should be corrective and should unfold in 3, 7 or 11 swings, but we believe as far as this March 2020 low remains intact, the buyers should remain in control, and any pullbacks, they should be buying opportunity in 3, 7 or 11 swings. So our strategy remains to look for buying opportunities when this cycle comes to an end. If we take a closer look at the cycle from March 2020, so we can see that the rally from here is so far in 3 waves, not the cleanest of the first waves here, alright, and definitely looks like that this is either we are correcting this cycle or we are correcting this cycle here. Okay, so if we take a look at the RSI trend line, you will notice that we have broken the trend line here, indicating that we most likely ended the cycle from November 2020 and we are in the black wave 4. What is the alternate view? That this is your blue wave 3, this is blue wave 4, and price can make a new high here to finish the blue 5 and black 3 before starting the pullback in the black wave 4. Alright, so that will be the alternate view. However, we will be concentrating on this path for now because this pivot has given up in our distribution system. So we believe as far as prices, they hold below this peak of July 22nd, 2021, and we stay below this descending trend line here. Ideally, we should see an extension lower into this area. This low here is the 0.618 Fibonacci extension of the wave W and X cycles, and that is the typical area or the level. The area is between 0.618 and 0.764 extension. So this is the typical area for the fifth swing to end in a double 3 structure, a 7 swing sequence. The fifth swing would normally end between the 0.618 and 0.764 extensions of the first 3 swings. So we are seeing a reaction from there. You can see some continuation higher, but while we stay below this trend line, and more importantly we stay below this high here, we believe there is a very good chance of price dropping into this area. Of course, this low is not broken yet, but we are favoring the double correction lower because this pivot gave up and the retracement is very deep, and plus the rally here was in 3 waves, as you can see. A, B, C. It wasn't a 5-wave move, that's why it is very likely that we will see a drop into this area, and buyers should be waiting there. This is June 15 candle, the day of the Ronaldo's press conference, and yes, you can see that it did cause a dip here from 432 to 407, closing around 412, and it went all the way down to 380. It has since then seen a recovery back to nearly the same levels as of June 15, but it has started dropping again. As a matter of fact, Ronaldo's actions in press conference, they probably just acted as a catalyst because the market was already in the pullback stages. Because if you take a look at the extensions of the black 1 and 2, we have the wave 3 was it had exceeded the 1.618 extension. It had exceeded the 200% extension, and it was close to the 261.8 extension. So the wave 3 would typically end either at one of these levels here. So we were between the two levels. The market was already in a pullback, and the market makers are always looking for excuses to either create a rally or a drop to make the masses believe that the market moves on the basis of such news events. But in reality, market is very technical and it follows the cycles and the sequences. And now this blue box is an area where the high frequency trading machines will be entering the market. We present such high frequency trading areas on our charts all the time. We call them the blue boxes, and when they're combined with the right side tags, they present very powerful trading areas and very high probability low risk areas to enter the market in the direction of the trend. And from here we expect that the rally can resume for new highs, or we can get a 3 waves reaction higher at least. So this is an area to keep an eye on, where the buyers can enter the market to resume the rally for a new high above here to finish the cycle from March 2020, or we should get a 3 waves reaction at least, which can allow the buyers to eliminate the risk on the trade and get into a risk-free position. Then we can also take a look here at this chart. Okay, so this is the chart of KO, the parent company, the Coca-Cola, and you can see that obviously it has a different structure. In today's video we chose to analyze in detail the chart of the bottlers instead of the parent company, because it has a clearer structure coming off the March 2020 low. However, I just wanted to show you guys the impact of that press conference and Ronaldo's actions on the parent stock as well. This is June 15. You can see that it caused a dip, and the stock price kept sliding lower, went all the way down to 53 from about 55.46. But you can see that it was nothing more than another buying opportunity, because the trend is up and the price has already taken out the previous highs, not only gone above the levels of June 15, but it has in fact broken above the previous highs of 6th of July as well. So that's why such news events, they are good to create the headlines, but they do not have the power to change the underlying trend and the cycles of a particular stock or a market or a commodity or anything like that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you liked the video, and if you want to access our analysis on a regular basis for our regularly covered instruments, feel free to sign up for a free 14-day trial here by going to our homepage and clicking on this button here, and you will be when you click on it, you will be able to select one of the groups here. When you click on this, you'll be able to see what instruments are covered in each group. We cover Forex, commodities, indices, stocks, ETFs, and even cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching the video. Take care and have a wonderful evening.